fight that is happening out in the east right now. Crazy temperatures out there.
Yes, very dry, but what few showers that we do see can become quite potent. Gusty winds and frequent lightning. And if that lightning strikes in an area that is very dry, then you can get those wildfires, or the marsh fires. We have quite a bit of lightning moving across Donaldsonville right now. Part of the warned area is St. James Parish, but it is moving more into from like the Ascension to Assumption Parish and pushing down south. We've also had a few rumbles of thunder south of Thibodaux or in Houma, that also moving into the marshier areas, although far more moisture in this part of the marsh down near the coast, and that is a weakening thunderstorm. Most of the area, though, stayed dry today, and we are going to stay rather dry over the next several days. Just a bit of passing cloud cover from those thunderstorms. Otherwise, we've been baking under the sunshine all day long. Visible satellite showing most of the area has been under bright sunshine. But as I said, even with this dome of high pressure, the upper ridge, that doesn't mean you don't see any rainfall. In fact, with this kind of what we call a more capping inversion over it, when the thunderstorms are able to kind of break through that cap, they can become quite potent. 101 degrees was our high today, shattering the old record of 98. It is not often that we see triple digits in southeast Louisiana. We may see several days of these type temperatures. A lot of sunshine looking over downtown at the moment. We are still at 100. At least the humidity isn't awful, because the dew point right now in the lower 70s is only making it feel like 110. What's kind of interesting is we've seen heat indices well above that when the dew points are higher, even without the temperature being at 100 degrees. But 100 right now at Kenner. LaPlace, same. Upper 90s on the North Shore. Even at Lakefront, 94 degrees right now, Belle Chase, with all locations. If you're not at 100 degrees, you certainly feel like you're well above 110 to 118. And it's not just us, but notice we don't have any of the heat advisories or warnings out west. The upper high has started to shift a bit, and it's more centered over Texas, and eventually it's going to become a little more centered over us. That's why I set our temperatures at 101 as we head toward Thursday and Friday, because of the position of the upper high. Now, thankfully for us, I mean, not great news for the desert Southwest, is that as we head into the latter part of the weekend and early next week, that upper high will become centered a little bit more to our west, and maybe we'll start to see some upper troughing that will start bringing back our rain chances as we head into the second week of August. But the next several days, a long stretch of either 100 or 101 degrees, or if nothing else, upper 90s. And as I said, we don't see that long duration of those type of temperatures very long. Looking at back at the records at Kenner, we have had, as far as these long durations of hot days, 98 degrees or greater for a duration of 4 days. That was set in 2020 and also back in 1951. So then I was kind of curious, what about 99 plus degree days? Well, we've had stretch of 3 days set back in 1980 and again in 1951. So I thought, what about 100 degrees? More than just 1 day. We have back in 2010 and 1980 a 2-day stretch of 100 plus degrees. Now 101, like we saw today, we've never had more than just one standalone day. We've never had 2 consecutive days of 101 degrees or greater. Hit 101 degrees today. We were at 99 yesterday. Let's see how long this duration lasts. Here are high temperatures for the day. Again, that is not correct. We did hit 101 degrees, but we're kind of in line with what the temperatures were over Texas during the day today, thanks to this big upper high. But also under the upper high, there is some moisture, and when you get that enough instability to trigger showers and thunderstorms, you can get some fairly potent storms, as we have seen across central and southern Louisiana. Now, most of these coming to an end, and again, most of the area did not see any rainfall, but those that do can at least develop some heavy downpours, maybe brief, but also some strong to severe storms, mainly from the lightning and the gusty winds. And that will be the case over the next couple of days. Rain coverage will be pretty low, but what storms we do see may be fairly potent at times. Wouldn't be anything widespread in terms of severe weather, but if you isolated strong or severe storms are possible, with our rain chances at only around 20 to 30%. The heat will stay extreme, maybe a slight break in those temperatures, but not until early next week.